I can't really believe you have to ask me this.
I do. I just need to know that you want to be with me more than any other woman, including my mom.
Have I done something to make you think that I still have feelings for your mother?
No.
Well, then why would you bring this up now like this?
Because we're getting more serious, right?
Right.
And that's great. And as much as I just really want to give into it, I have to go into this with my eyes wide open.
Well, Bridget, you can't...
I know. There's no way to know where this relationship is headed. We could be in this for the long haul. Or maybe not. That's fine. I just can't handle falling for another man that is in love with my mom.
Come here. Now, your mother is married to Ridge. They're raising a family together.
I know, but that doesn't mean that you don't still have feelings for her. I should know. I was married to Deacon when he slept with my mom.
Well, I'm not Deacon.
You are human. And I couldn't blame you if you still had a thing for her. But I'm not her. I'm conservative and a thinker. I mean, take tonight, for instance. We're on this romantic date, and here I am. Turn this into a heavy discussion.
And there's no place that I would rather be.
I don't doubt that. I'm just thinking beyond this moment and saving us a lot of pain in the future. So please, just look into your heart and be honest with me. What if my mom was sitting across from you right now? Would there still be a part of you that wanted her and wanted to be with her?
Jacqueline, what is it?
Oh, I just can't believe that my portrait is still there.
Oh, yeah, well, there were times I wanted to use it as a dartboard.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you'd chopped it up and burnt it. Thank you for this evening.
It's just dinner.
No, it's not just dinner. For me, it's much more than that. Being back here, where we spent so many wonderful times as a family, before it all went wrong. You know, sometimes I just can't face the pain that I must have caused Nicky and you.
Oh, I don't see any sense in rehashing that. We've all moved on, including Dominic. Oh, speaking of which, do you know that he is seeing Bridget Forrester?
That is unbelievable. Even for Amber.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
To go to such lengths all just to win you back. I mean, seriously, trapping your dad and your stepsister like that.
My dad said Amber was bad news. But I couldn't see it. Makes me sick.
Sometimes I think that we see what we want to see. I mean, I know it was that way with me and Rick. Well, I'm just sad that it took something this awful for you to realize that Amber's not the right one for you. Though I'm glad that you finally did.
Are you now?
Looks like we both took our walks on the wild side.
I like tripped and fell.
Yeah, well, at least it gave us time to grow up a little and see if maybe this is where we belong after all.
With each other, you mean?
Well, yeah. Oh, God. Here I go again, thinking our relationship's more than it actually is. Aren't I? I have no one to blame but myself.
For what?
For you, moving on.
Moving on? Wait a second.
If I had seen you for who you truly are, then I would have never gotten together with Rick, and who knows? Maybe we'd still be together.
And what didn't you see back then that you see now?
Well, for starters, you're really thoughtful. I mean, you remembered my favorite drink since the first day we met.
Non-fat latte, 2 sugars.
Yeah, and you can always make me laugh, even when I've had a really bad day. And I love your smile.
My smile.
Yeah. It's... Why am I telling you all this?
I don't know.
Okay, look, my point is, it's sad that we wasted all that time. Because I had a good thing in front of me and I didn't see it.
You're right. We gotta stop wasting time.
You don't like Bridget?
No, it's not that. She's a lovely young woman.
I agree.
It's just that she's Brooke's daughter.
I thought you adored Brooke.
I do. So does Nicky. Massimo, hasn't it occurred to you that he may be transferring his feelings from Brooke to her daughter?
Honestly, no.
Well, it seems quite obvious to me.
Jacqueline, I think our son is pretty much a straight shooter. He doesn't play those kind of games.
No, not intentionally, but the heart can play very strange tricks on you. I don't think Nicky is aware of what he's doing.
I think he's faced up to those facts long ago. However he may have felt about Brooke once, he realizes now that she's lost to him.
Massimo, there'll always be a connection there.
Brooke and Ridge are committed to each other, as they should be. No, I don't think that's going to change no matter what you believe or want. So I suggest that you accept it and move on. Dominic obviously has.
Bridget, your mother means a lot to me. She was the first woman I ever loved. I mean, if you can imagine that, having a first love at my age, that's what it was.
She knocked down a lot of walls that other women couldn't.
Let's not forget the main point. And that main point is, we thought we were going to have a child, and I changed.
Because of her.
Well, that's pretty powerful. Thinking you're going to bring new life into the world like that. Now we know how it ended up. But the bond that your mother and I shared, that didn't go away. And I don't imagine it ever will.
I appreciate your honesty.
Well, you deserve it. Always.
It's definitely better to get this out now before I really fall for you.
Well, you didn't really let me finish, by the way.
I heard what I know what you said.
Well, I know what I said, too. I said your mother and I have a bond, a friendship. But that doesn't compare for what I feel for you.
Are you sure?
Well, I do know what I'm sure of. I know that when I go to sleep at night, I'm thinking about you. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking about you. You're the smartest, most compassionate, most direct woman I've ever met. And you may call yourself, a thinker, right? But I find that sexy as hell.
You do.
Mm-hmm. And while I'm at it, one more thing. There is no place or no one I would rather be with right now. Including your mother.
You mean that?
I've been wanting to do that for a long, long time. Maybe even longer than I realized. Except I just got caught up in that whole Amber thing.
Yeah, Amber.
What about her?
Okay, this may be a stupid question, but what if you're on the rebound?
What? You've got to be joking after everything she did.
Okay, I know, but what about before? I mean, you guys were really tight. And I know it wasn't just about the sex thing. You really cared about her, didn't you?
Yeah. I thought I could see the real Amber. The Amber nobody else could see. But now, I don't know. Was that just an act, or am I just stupid?
No, you're not stupid. But if it was an act, I think even Amber believed it.
The point is, the girl that I loved, or I thought I did, disappeared a long time ago. And I don't know how it happened or how I'm supposed to feel about Amber now. But honestly, I'm just glad she's gone. Hey, that's the brooch I gave you.
Yeah, it is. I wear it all the time.
I have a confession to make. I actually bought that for you a long time ago. Way before the whole Rick thing ever happened.
Really?
Yeah. And I just held on to it. I thought about throwing it away, but I think there's a part of me that knew this wasn't over. No matter how hard I tried, I could never stop caring about you.
And here we are.
Oh, and just so we make this clear, I don't intend to let you go this time.
Never.
I'm sorry to put you through that.
Oh, God, don't be. I love this whole open communication thing we got going.
Good, I'm glad.
Well, I'm glad you're glad. Because I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah, ask me anything you want.
How do you feel about Forrester?
You're not seriously asking me if I still have feelings for Ridge, are you?
Well, I think that's fair, don't you?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm just shocked that a man like you would have even a smidgen of insecurity.
Caution. I like to call it caution.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I can be as honest with you as you were with me. You know, I can't deny that I had strong feelings for Ridge. But I'm not sure that I knew what those feelings were. I was really confused back then. I was just lost when I was saved. Just felt the world go by when breath blew back. And on the other side was some sailor skirting foreign waters. Emily Dickinson.
Oh, of course I should have known.
It's about a drowning woman that was saved by a very handsome sailor.
Handsome.
Well, that's just my interpretation.
Oh, I like this poem of yours.
What I'm trying to say in my own weird way is that it was you that rescued me from that mess. You. Your guidance and your strength, and you charted a new course for me, and I haven't looked back since.
Not even a peek.
No, I'm way too busy with this handsome sailor in front of me.
Speaking of charting courses, not to change the subject, but because I gave you this necklace,
Oh,
will you tell me where we're going?
Oh, no.
Please, I do need to know. I want to know. I have to know.
Oh, come on, Captain. You're armed with more persuasive powers than that, aren't you?
You think?
Don't worry. I've learnt my lesson.
About?
Oh, many, many things. But actually, I'm talking about meddling in Nicky's affairs. I am not going to do that again, ever.
Now, that is a step in the right direction.
You know, just being here, being able to talk to you about our son, you don't know how much that means to me.
Well, whatever problems you and I have had, I know that we both want our son to be a happy man.
Yes, I do. Oh, it's just that I'm not sure that Bridget is the right woman for him.
Bridget is the crown jewel of the Forrester family.
Massimo, I don't have anything against Bridget. It's...
No, well, but you just think that he's using her as a substitute for Brooke.
Unintentionally, yes, I do.
Well, you just wait, because I think he's going to surprise you.
Oh, I hope so.
Don't forget, I have been in Dominic's shoes. I've traveled this entire globe looking for love to no avail. It's funny, you know. Maroney men don't fall very easily, but when they do, they fall very hard. Anyway, I think that our son is a very lucky man.
I wish his father was so lucky.
God, you are beautiful. Whoa. Hey, I've had women put brakes on before, but never quite like that, huh?
Disappointed?
There'll be plenty of time for this. That's what these little romantic getaways are for, right?
Right.
Where are we anyway? Wait a minute.
Back in LA. Does that disappoint you?
No, it confuses me.
I warned you. I'm not the most spontaneous.
And that's the only reason we're back here.
Truth? I just wasn't sure that we were ready to take a longer journey together, so I thought it was best to come back here.
Oh, I guess that's understandable.
But a lot's changed since we embarked.
That it has.
I hope you're not too disappointed. I know you're not crazy about LA.
Maybe that's because I always just thought it was a city.
And now?
It's home.
Hmm.